Hello, digital services community. Welcome to our brief training on utilizing Agile statements of objectives.
You may know Agile is a mindset, defined by values, supported by principles, and mastered through practice and repetition.
Maybe you have heard of iterations, sprints, the minimum viable product or MVP concept, user stories, or user-centered design. But are you aware that there is an acquisition tool that can be used for your agency's digital service procurements, that is flexible, measures success, and allows for adjustments?
This tool is a statement of objectives, SOO for short, the ultimate performance-based requirement document for Agile. This video provides an overview of Agile SOOs. Imagine a horizontal line. On the far left is a statement of work, SOO, more restrictive, less flexible. At the far right is your SOO, less restrictive and flexible. The SOO is like going to the doctor for a diagnosis and then getting a prescription. When you rely on SOO, it's like telling the doctor your diagnosis prior to receiving one. The SOO is where the government provides the how about deviation from defined tasks. An Agile SOO states the overall objectives, focuses on the desired results. The what? And gives little or no direction on how to achieve results.
Now let's talk pros and cons. Agile SOOs provide maximum flexibility for innovative approaches so you can take advantage of Agile methods and adjust to requirements changes with efficient and cost-effective solutions. When companies are accountable for results, the likelihood for competition and participation from non-traditional suppliers may increase. Although, we know an Agile SOO isn't right for every situation. It may require substantial paradigm shift, an iterative nature of process and challenges in articulating objectives, to define done. Stick with this video as we embark upon this unknown territory together. We are confident you'll learn more.
Okay. Let's discuss some basic steps. This may require some heavy lifting, but hopefully it gets easier throughout the procurement process. It's important to first determine the requirement or need. Then to assign the acquisition team their roles. And next to identify objectives and/or goals. In FAR Part 37, the only required sections for a SOO are background, purpose, scope and mission, period and place of performance, performance objectives, and operating constraints. However, an Agile SOO expands upon this list. The purpose section explains the problem to be solved. Pain points with the existing system may also be discussed. Scope and mission are synonymous with product vision, or MVP statement. The vision is the reason for creating the product, and the overarching goal. Product visions are clear, concise, informative, and inspirational. There is no need to include any implementation details in this section. However, this section may also identify commitment to the public domain, or open source, and the contractor's anticipated responsibilities.
Next up, let's talk about period and place of performance, budget, and contract type. When procuring digital services, it is recommended that the period of performance not exceed 3 years, as anything longer could lead to over-reliance on a single contractor. When considering place of performance, off-site performance may be a positive consideration. Off-site performance may provide the government access to a bigger pool of talent and better pricing. You may want to consider including the anticipated budget, ceiling price, or the estimated size of the team the government is considering. Companies find it easier to right-size their proposed team when they have a sense of the government's available funding. Selecting a contract type for acquisitions using Agile software development is no different than any other type of procurement. There is not a one-size-fits-all pricing structure. When requirements are easily identifiable, fixed-price contract types may be the best acquisition strategy. On the other hand, time and materials, or labor hour contract types, with a not-to-exceed ceiling, provide more flexibility. when circumstances do not allow the agency to fully define its requirements.
The performance objectives section consists of the required results, including the product backlog, quality assurance surveillance plan, and deliverables. The product backlog of user stories gives context for the product to be built, and changes as the project iterates. Keep in mind that the backlog is an ongoing project tool that also changes. The quality assurance surveillance plan should include performance standards, quality levels, deliverables, and method of delivery for each sprint. Last but not least, let's talk operating constraints. This section is for non-functional requirements, such as the development environment, integration with other systems, design standards. This section also includes special clauses such as data rights, invoicing instructions, and required personnel. If possible, as a recommendation, we suggest minimizing the number of key personnel to 2, such as a project manager and technical lead. This will help to avoid a last-minute key personnel change and hired contract costs due to a large amount of senior and expensive labor categories.
That's our overview. For additional information about Agile SOOs, including a template, examples, and guides, please check out the resources and links provided below the video. We hope this presentation has equipped the audience with more information regarding Agile SOOs. Additionally, we hope the resources provided will increase awareness, as well as more confidence and comfortability with Agile SOOs. Go ahead, foster innovative best value solutions. And please, would you be so kind to leave a comment, like, and share our video. Thank you so very much for taking the time to learn with us.